Hi, my name is Rosanna Pease. I'm doing my speech over illegal drugs. My main purpose of illegal drugs that I'm doing it on is marijuana, a gateway drug for teenagers. And it is a proven fact that most teenagers that tries marijuana, they most than likely will end up trying other drugs because they're trying to get back to that same high that they had the first time they started using marijuana. And that basically leads our teenagers to using cocaine, pills, anything that they can get their hands on to try to get back to that first high that they had. It's also a proven fact that most teenagers that use marijuana ends up having a low grade average, end up failing school, end up dropping out of school, and most of the time when they're 18, especially when they're 18 and I see them coming into our psych hospital for detox, they have already done experienced every other drug that there ever was. So is marijuana a gateway drug? Yes, I strongly believe so. That's why I strongly feel that we really need to talk to our kids, teach our kids the effect of what drugs do to us, and understand that it's not something that we would like to try or should try. That's why I think that we should start talking to our kids at a very early age, because most of the time the kids, even when I was younger, we didn't have drugs introduced to us the way that it is introduced to the generation today. And that's why I strongly believe that we really should investigate and talk to our kids at 7, 8, 9 years old, because that's the most of the time when they start getting introduced to drugs and what kind of drugs they are. And if we don't have parents or family or friends to talk to our kids about the effects that drugs do to our system, then I feel like they will never know, and they will learn it from somewhere else out in the streets, and then they will end up getting addicted to the drugs themselves. I don't disagree that marijuana is good for cancer patients, because it is. But I do have something against it making it legalized, even though I know it's legalized in a couple of states. But I strongly am against it because it will end up affecting everybody, our kids, even adults, and the people will be abusing the situation, as far as a doctor writing out medical marijuana for somebody that's got chronic pain. A medical doctor writing it out because somebody doesn't eat very well. So I'm strongly against it being legalized. I also understand why they want to prescribe it to people that does have cancer, because it does help them with their appetite, it does help them with their pain. But in all reality, is this something that we really and truly want for our kids to have experience to, or to access to, as far as it's been legalized? So that's when I think people as a group and as a nation should come together and really think about the long-term effects of what this legalizing marijuana would do. And it's just a proven fact that it's a gateway drug for other drugs, and more than likely other people will start using. I've had plenty of friends that have tried marijuana and ended up, I can go back to my hometown today, and they are on all kinds of stuff just because of the simple fact they took that first puff of that first joint. Then you have your people that has smoked it and just left it alone. But you have to think about the bigger picture. Is this something that we want for our kids? And strongly, I think that it's something that we should really reconsider, as far as us legalizing it and getting access to other drugs. Thank you for listening.